Hey guys, welcome back to Naveen Automation Labs. This is Naveen here. So guys, today onwards, I'm going to start a very interesting series that is called System Design Questions at a Time of Interview. There are various startups are there, and some very good product companies are there. How exactly their product is designed, and people are asking such kind of questions. Some kind of examples I can tell you that how exactly Ola and Uber architecture is working. Can you tell me for design point of view? Or maybe they will give you the similar kind of situation or similar kind of problem, and it will be 1 hour interview. So it will be really useful for automation engineers as well as all the developers as well. So whoever is watching this particular video, it's really useful for you guys to know the system design, especially for interview point of view. Whenever you are discussing in your project as well, it's really important to know how exactly a system is working internally, and what exactly kind of architecture is there and what kind of features are there. So these days, a lot of companies, especially very good product companies, they are asking, there is a separate interview round that is called system design interview round, especially for automation engineers as well as Java developers or any kind of developers. They just want to know what's your mindset. They want to know how exactly you are going to implement the feature, and how exactly you are converting those features into architecture. So that's very important, guys. So some example I can give you that, let's see how exactly WhatsApp is working, how exactly the chat messenger is working, right? Some example like that there is a parking lot application is there, which will tell you that these are the parking lots are available in this particular city, in this particular area for these number of vehicles. How will you design the system, right? Some examples like Uber and Ola, how exactly they are working, how exactly Zomato is working, how exactly other foodpartner.com or Swiggy is working. Okay, how exactly some other e-commerce startups are working. So they will give you a problem, right? And on the basis of that, let's see, I can give you one problem, that Twitter. Just so design a system just like Twitter, and then what are different features you will cover, and what are different tools, technologies you will be using for Twitter or maybe LinkedIn, right? What is blockchain, what is cryptocurrency, and all such stuff people are asking these days. Okay, so in this particular series, very interesting things we will discuss. So today I'm going to cover the design of WhatsApp, how the architecture of WhatsApp, and how exactly WhatsApp is working, and how exactly a typical chat messengers, okay, chat messenger work. So maybe WeChat is there, Facebook chat is there, Messenger chat is there, WhatsApp chat is there, Telegram chat is there. How exactly peer to peer and two parties are exchanging their messages and everything, and people are asking such questions at a time of interview. Okay, so let's start. So no coding, nothing. In this particular series, everything is on the diagram, on the we will discuss about the features, what are different tools, technologies, architecture we will be using for that, such kind of things we will be discussing about all those things. Okay, cool. So let's start. So the topic name is the design, the system design. We said not design, we say system design of WhatsApp chat, right? So this is the topic, and what are the different things people they might ask you that what are the different features are available. So if they are asking at a time of interview, you have to first listen what exactly they are trying to ask, what exactly kind of features they want you to implement, and what are different they want to tools and technologies they want to use for that, and you can give the solution accordingly. Don't jump into the solution immediately. First listen to them, okay, interviewer, and ask as much as possible that what exactly kind of features you're looking for, what exactly, if any doubts are there, any use cases they if they are expecting, or any specific scenario they are expecting to cover. First capture and gather all the knowledge, all the information from them, and then start looking into the design, what kind of design you will prefer to do that, right? So spend some good time to understand the problem first, and ask the questions. So two major rules. First rule is that spend time on spend time to understand problem first, and the second important thing is ask questions and clear your doubts. This is the thing, guys, you have to do at a time of interview. Now, in WhatsApp, it's a typical WhatsApp application. We all are using WhatsApp, and there are different features are available. So in WhatsApp, we will start with the basics that three important things are there in WhatsApp. So first thing you can start that what are different features. The features wise we can cover like this. The first feature is maybe it's one-to-one text, right? The first feature is one-to-one text. Obviously, we'll start with the basics. We are not covering anything about the group chat, or we are sending some images or videos and all those things. First, let's start with the basics, and then accordingly you can move to the other features and you can implement, because we have only half an hour, 30-45 minutes to cover everything. So start with the basics, and later on you can enhance your architecture, you can enhance your framework as well. So this is the first feature. Second, the most important feature, the very basic feature in WhatsApp, that is called the message is sent, the message is delivered, right? And the message is read. Okay, the message is read. Sorry for typo. Delivered and messages. So for send message, we know that okay, there is a simple click is there, one single click is there, right? And for delivered, the message is delivered. It means two check. Okay, right clicks are there. Okay, and for read, two checks are there with blue color, right? So how exactly you will implement this feature? So this is the most important feature. Third thing is that push notification, that a person is, let's see, is offline and suddenly he comes online, so all the push notifications are coming, and you have to open the shutter, and then in either in Android or iOS device, and you have to open the shutter, and then you have to check number of push notifications are there. And the moment push notification is sent to the recipients or recipient party, obviously that you see that okay, it is sent with uh, sent and delivered also with two check boxes. I mean two checks, not boxes. So push notification is also very important, guys, to cover this. Okay, so these are the three features in WhatsApp, in any kind of, either it is WeChat or WhatsApp or Telegram or uh, Facebook. These are the three features generally. The basic features are there: one-to-one text. Okay, two parties are there, and two one is sender, one is recipient, and then they are exchanging the messages. And send, delivered, read. Send means that okay, this particular message is sent and with one single check. Delivered means two checks with, okay, simple gray checks are there. And read means, it means that okay, message has been sent, I mean sent, and the delivered and the read by the recipient, and two blue checks are there. Okay, so how exactly you will design the system? So this is a feature. First you need to discuss about the feature, and on the basis of the feature, the most important rule in system design is convert your features into architecture design. Okay guys, convert your feature into architecture. So this is a rule that you have to follow, that we have to convert our features into architectural things. So don't directly jump into the architectural part. Better first understand, note down all the features, and then convert them into, this is my architecture. This is my architectural view of that application of that particular system. This is what I'm going to design for that, right? So let's talk about one by one. That is, let's talk about one-to-one text messaging. How exactly it will work? So one-to-one text messaging. So always remember, let's see, I have two recipients are there. This is, let's see, this is recipient, or sorry, this is the sender, or maybe this is maybe let's see recipient, right? Or maybe this is the sender, this is the recipient. And what I'm going to do that, okay, in between there is a server is available. Okay, so let's see, I'll give some name that the name of this guy is, let's see, Tom, right? Name of this guy is Tom, and the Alex. Okay, Alex is the guy who is the recipient. Okay, so Tom is sending, or this is a server in between, because server is very important for us, obviously. So we are, the entire communication is happening between these two guys, okay, due to this particular server, right? And Alex is also maybe using some XYZ cell phone or mobile devices or any operating system, either it is iOS or Android, and the same case with Tom also, okay, but they don't know each other what kind of device they use. So what exactly the first basic thing is that Tom is Tom is sending a message to server. Okay, server will read this particular message, and immediately this particular message will be processed and will be sent to this guy Alex, right? Will be sent to this guy Alex. Wrong. So one-to-one text, we say in normal thing that okay, this is the, let's see, this is the first party, this is the second party. Two parties are communicating with each other. So first thing, we have to make sure that okay, all these three entities, this is the sender, server, and recipient, all are asynchronous design, because obviously I'll tell you what you mean by asynchronous over here. Okay, all these are asynchronously designed. This particular system, we have to think for the threading point of view, asynchronous point of view, synchronization point of view. We have to think a lot for that. So what exactly we are doing that? It's very simple. One-to-one text we will send. Tom will send to the server, and this WhatsApp app is connected to the server of, maybe it is somewhere in California, or maybe in Bangalore, or maybe regional wise servers are available, in European servers are available, or maybe whatever the XYZ server is there in the market, WhatsApp server, or WhatsApp or Facebook servers, because Facebook acquired WhatsApp, and then they are sending the message to Alex, like that. So this is the basic, very basic thing that you have to design first. Two recipients are there with one in between server. But this server should be configured properly, because there are millions or billions of communications are happening between two different parties, right? So the server configuration should be very, very strong, and there are multiple horizontal scaling should be there. The scaling of the servers should be very strong, should be properly reliable, scalable, like that. So if you see that there are different kind of servers will be there, maybe server 1 is there, server 2 is there, and server 3 is there. All these are servers, right? All these are servers. Now these servers are available. So Tom is sending message to a specific server. We don't know which server is reading that particular message and sending to Alex. Now first of all, in this is called your storage. Okay, this is called your storage device, because what exactly you do the moment Tom sends a message to server, because server never stores a message, right? Server never stores the message. Server just read the message, I mean, capture the message and send it to Alex. But how exactly it is processing? What is happening on the server? So on the server, what exactly is happening? If you see the deep, uh, if you see the server in details. So let's see, this is a server, right? This is a server. There are number of servers are available on this particular box. Server number 1, server number 2, server number 3, right? Three servers are, let's say, or multiple servers, n number of servers are available, and there are two parties. This is you know Tom, and this is Alex, right? And Tom is sending a message to the specific server, and from this particular server to this guy, like this. So if you see the server in details, okay, so what is happening over here, that the moment this guy Tom, okay, sends a message, okay, to this particular server. So what is happening over here, that guys, that Tom will send a message. Let's see, this is a message, message M, okay, will be sent over here. This is a message. On server, we will create a queue that is called messaging queue. It can be anything. It can be MMQ queue, or maybe Kafka messaging queues are there, or there are some queue technologies are available, and then queue will store this particular data. And let's see, there is a queue. This is the queue. Okay, on every server there is a queue. All right, I would say this is a simple queue is there. Queue means it will capture the data and it will publish the data to the, and we can get this particular data from this queue and deliver to the recipient. So this is the message that we are sending, and to this particular queue, and what exactly it will do. Now let's talk about how exactly the message will be sent. How exactly Tom will get to know that, okay, a message has been sent to Alex, and this guy Alex is over here, and let's see, let's assume Alex is offline. Okay, Alex doesn't have any interview, but Tom has delivered this particular message to this particular server queue. Immediately server will send one acknowledgement, okay, to this guy. That is called acknowledgement. Okay, in short we say ACK. One acknowledgement will be sent to Tom that message, okay, we have received this particular message, and immediately, okay, one single check, okay, one single check will be given to this particular guy. One single check like this, right? One single check. So now the second concept is that, let's see, Bob is offline. I mean, the first concept is, let's see, Bob is offline and message can be delivered, okay, and message cannot be delivered because Alex is offline. So the moment server gets the message, immediately one acknowledge will be given to Tom, and the moment it gets the acknowledgement on the mobile device, we will write some code that, okay, the moment we get the acknowledgement from the mobile device, I mean from the server, immediately mobile device we will do a one single check on top of that particular message, or in front of, or before the check, before the message. Single check, right? Single check icon we will create like that. Now what is happening in server? Now let's see, the second concept is that Alex is online now. Immediately Alex will be online and Alex will open that WhatsApp, and the message has been delivered, right? The message has been delivered to this particular guy. So the moment message will be delivered, what exactly it will do? It will, server will, just a minute, I'll tell you one thing. Now let's see, the Alex is available, Alex is online. So what I'm saying is, the first time Alex was offline, but message delivered to the servers only. Now server will keep this particular message. It will wait for until Alex is online. So let's see, now Alex is online, right? And this is the condition. The second condition is Alex is online. The moment Alex is online, immediately this message will be sent to this guy. Okay, immediately this message will be sent to Alex, and server will create one more connection, guys. Now it's very important. Server will create one more connection with Tom and says that, okay, message has been delivered. So one more second connection will be opened. The first connection with acknowledgement connection, that the moment I send the message to the server queue, immediately first connection will be created between server and the Tom, and acknowledgement will send to this guy Tom. Now the moment server delivers that particular message to Alex, okay, and immediately, okay, Tom will get to know that, okay, from the server, that the message has been delivered. So another server connection will be created with the Tom, that is the sender, that is called second connection will be created, and the moment it creates a second connection, it says that delivered. Okay, so this is a concept of delivered, and first time acknowledge means the message has been sent. So sent is also covered, and the moment we send, the second delivered, I mean connection is created, delivered, and then what will happen? Simple, two checkboxes will be like this. Okay, first checkbox like this and two checkboxes like this, right? So still in gray color. There is no guarantee that, okay, let's see, Alex has just opened the WhatsApp, but it's not opening your WhatsApp chat window. Maybe Alex just got the push notification, or maybe just on the device Alex got the message, but he's not opening your message, what exactly you have written over there, what kind of text you have written over there. Alex is not checking that. Alex just open the WhatsApp, it's not opening your chat window, right? And or maybe Alex just through the push notification, Alex just checked through the shutter that okay, some message okay came from Tom. Immediately server will create one second connection with Tom, and immediately that particular message will be converted from single check to double check, right? So this is the concept of delivered. Just a minute, guys. Yeah. Now let's talk about the third part, that is how exactly Tom or the sender will get to know that okay, the message has been read. So because the moment message has been read, automatically double check will be converted into blue color. So what will happen? The message has been delivered. Alex will open that particular message and will read that message, and immediately Alex will send this particular acknowledgement to the server now. Okay, so one acknowledgement will be given to the server. So this acknowledgement will be given to the server. Guys, this is the most important thing now. So one acknowledgement will be given to the server. Okay, to the server. Right, and this acknowledgement will be stored somewhere in some acknowledgement queue. So one more queue will be over here that we will create, that is for acknowledgement, right? So that queue name is, let's see, that is the acknowledgement queue. Okay, that is the acknowledgement queue. One acknowledgement queue will be created, and what will happen now, the server will create another connection that is called the third connection. That is one more connection server will create, that is called the third connection with this guy, that okay, this message has been read. So that is called the third connection. The message has been read. This is called third connection. The moment the message okay is done, automatically, now let me change the color. Okay, so this will be converted into blue check. One, sorry. Let me like this, blue check. Okay, so automatically blue check will be created. This is the third thing, that send, delivered, and read. Third, okay, so I'll repeat. For third, acknowledgement will be sent to the server details, and one more messaging queue will be there, and then for the same message, third connection will be created, and then server will send one confirmation through this particular connection that okay, the message has been read. So please mark that. Now the Android developer or the UI developer, whatever that iOS developer, on the basis of that server response, okay, that message has been read or something. That in the third connection, it's everything is API, guys. So in the form of API, we will get the response that okay, message has been read, something, or maybe it's 200, okay, something like that. Automatically server create the connection with the device, and then Android or iOS developer will read that particular message, and on the basis of that, they have written the code, and automatically check will be both the checks will be converted into blue color, like okay. So this is the thing. Now the problem here is, guys, that we have to. This is an agnostic system. What do we mean by agnostic? That there are multiple servers are available. Okay, server number 1, 2, 3. You never know that which, let's say Tom is sending number of messages. Tom is sending one message to to this guy, another message to this guy, okay, and another message to this guy, and there are multiple servers are there. I'm sending, Tom is sending three messages, and three messages. First message, you never know which on which server is capturing that particular message. First message captured by server number 1, second message captured by server number 2, third message captured by server number 3. Now there are high chances are there that okay, let's see, immediately now there will be a race condition. Now server, all these three servers will try to serve to Alex. Let's see, I have written like this. hi Alex, this is the first message. How are you? Let's see, simple. How's life? Right? So these are the three messages. So this is the message number 1, send to server number 1. This is the message number 2, send to server number 2. And this is the message number 3, send to server number 3. Now there will be a race condition, guys, between these three servers, because we don't know that ideally Alex should get the message in a sequence that hi Alex, how are you, how's life, right? It should not be like that, how are you, how's life, hi Alex, right? It may be a big problem for that. Let's say you're creating a system where you're sending some notification or maybe some messages to the to the patient app, right? If you are sending the wrong messages or wrong sequence messages, there will be a big problem that you are sending the tablet in this particular at 5 o'clock. This particular tablet should be taken. These 5 tablets should be taken in a sequencing order. But let's say you are sending the message in the wrong order, it will be a big problem then in that case. So messaging in the sequence, okay, how exactly the server will handle these messages, because we have to send the messages in a sequencing order, right? So system should be agnostic. It can be defined via any server. So this is the thing that we have to achieve. So how will you achieve this? Now this race condition will be there. Server 1 or 2 or 3, maybe there is a delay, or maybe server 1 is not available that particular time, or maybe on that particular region there is a shutdown, but server 1 got that particular message, or maybe after, let's see, 5 minutes or 10 minutes, hi Alex is coming, but before that, how are you and how's life already reached to Alex. So how you have to maintain, you have to tell this particular problem at a time of interview that this is called race condition. Okay, this is called race condition, right? So this is called race condition. Same thing, it will be applicable for push notifications as well, because the race condition in push notification is very famous. So there is no same accuracy just like one-on-one message that we covered in one-to-one message, because in push notification server is trying to push all the messages. There is no guarantee that okay, all the messages are coming in in a proper sequence. But WhatsApp, obviously it's a very big company, so they have written very good code. But if you see some very poor chat messenger, sometimes we get the message. Sometime in Facebook also we see that these kind of race conditions problems, we see some messages are coming later and some messages are coming after. There is no proper sequence. Sometimes in LinkedIn messages also there is a problem, right? But in WhatsApp we never see hard, it's 99.99% accuracy is there. Okay, so this is the thing that we have to. Another thing we are talking about that the storage. How exactly server WhatsApp never stores any messages on their server. The moment server reads the messages and send to Alex or to the recipient party, immediately the message and the entire messaging queue will be deleted. So if you talk about the storage point of view, no storage for push notifications as well as normal messages. Server never stores a message because there are billions of messages are there. In WhatsApp, they never store the messages. They're just simple. Okay, this is called fire and forget concept. Okay, the servers are designed in such a way that that concept, they might ask you at a time of interview, what do you mean by fire and forget? It means fire the message, send the message, and forget it, right? So fire and forget concept is there. So now let's talk about push notifications. There are push notifications. Obviously, we are sending push notifications, and let's say Alex is again offline, right? The moment Alex is online, automatically all the push notifications will be sent. So server will send all these messages to Alex, and the moment, doesn't matter that okay, Alex is opening those messages or just reading those messages through through the push notifications. Blue color will not be given to those messages. Only double check that delivered has been sent to the acknowledgement. Okay, it will create one more connection with Tom, and then simple to check will be created, will be designed. I mean, will be highlighted for that particular message. Right. Now what will happen? One simple concept. I'm sending a message from Tom to server. This is the messaging queue, right? And this particular message will be delivered to Alex. Alex will read that message, and it has been delivered. Doesn't matter read or delivered. Now it's Alex's responsibility. It has been delivered, and this entire queue will be deleted, guys. The entire queue. And in this particular queue, one message is there. This is a message. One message is there, and the moment it delivered, automatically this will be deleted from the server. So we never store. They never store the messages, on the server. The moment it delivers, immediately it will be triggered. The delete command will be triggered on the server side. It will be delivered. One acknowledgement will be given to Tom that the message has been delivered or message has been read. Like that, very simple. Because they don't store, because there's a otherwise we have to check the. We have to maintain the high amount of storage capacity for that. Okay. So this is about, guys, different things: the push notification, send, deliver, read, and one-to-one, and text messaging, race conditions between these things. So how to handle the race condition, that we have to provide a lot of synchronizations. All the servers should be sync in nature, that we have to check in every programming language. Let's see, the entire system designed in Java. So we have synchronization concepts are there, asynchronous concepts are there. Okay, we have to maintain the messaging ID. Let's say I'm sending this particular messaging ID. The moment I get the acknowledgement of the messaging ID, it should not send the second message. So each and every message will be having one ID that is called message ID. Let's see, my M1 is having the message ID. Okay, message ID 1. M2 is having um, um, message ID 2. M3 is having message ID 3. So each and every message is having its own ID. The moment I send this particular message with the message ID, server will read this message ID, will send this particular message to Alex, will send the acknowledgement, and until the second and the third messages, okay, these messages will be logged, or maybe it will be delivered to the respective server, but server will make the communication between each other, that okay, the moment it sends delivered the acknowledgement from the Alex for the first message, then only second message will be delivered, and then acknowledgement for the second message from Alex to server, then only third message will be delivered. So if there are 1,000 number of messages, like that we have to perform. So this is how, in a synchronized way, we have to handle, okay, the race condition. Because in chat, if you are giving the number of messages in a different order, it's not in sequence, then there is no use of that, right? That's the very, very important thing, especially in LinkedIn messages. When you send n number of messages, sometimes you see that, okay, there are number of messages are coming not in sequence, and then later on they delete it at the client side, right? Sometimes two different messages are coming, sometimes three duplicate messages are coming. So these are the bugs in these applications. But if you see very good messaging services like WhatsApp, Telegram, or Facebook Messenger, hardly you will see such kind of problems. These are very much accurate. But I'm not talking about push notification. Push notification may be uh, not having the same accuracy, just like one-on-one messages, one-to-one messages. Because push notification doesn't matter. It's just pushing the messages, to Alex or to the recipient. Now Alex has to open that. Maybe push notifications are not in order, but in WhatsApp, sometimes most of the time it's in order only. But in push notification, maybe it's difficult to maintain the same level of accuracy, right? So later on, if you have some time, we can, you can explain about the group chat, the scaling with more billion users. We can provide some load balancers over there. So let's see, some kind of load balancers we can provide over here. One load balancer, okay, three, four load balancers, so that load can be divided. Okay, so these are the load balancers, LBs. We say LB. Load balancers are available both the sides, so the load can be divided. Okay, let's see, one server is not available or one instance of the server is gone, so immediately load balancer will shift the load from one server to another server. That kind of thing we can do. One more feature that, okay, we can talk about, guys. So this is the fourth feature that it's not that you can, if you really want to cover, you can cover. Fifth feature, you can talk about that backup. Have you heard about the default backup at 2 a.m.? Okay, every day, 2 a.m. in the night, every day. So this is the fifth backup feature. So for backup, for whatever the messages are available at Tom's side and whatever the messages are available at Alex side, right? Automatically backups will be stored somewhere in some cloud. So I heard that, okay, I checked with read the documentation there that, okay, this is the Google Cloud. They are storing all the messages from Alex, from a different recipient. They are syncing to Google Cloud, actually, to some cloud machines. Okay, these are the Google Drive messages. Google Cloud messages will be stored over here. So this is the basic design that you can check. Okay, every 2 a.m. we can sync. We can push all the messages to the Google Cloud somewhere, right? For the backup point of view. Over here at the backup. This is for backup. Every night 2 a.m. is happening. Right? So this is a thing. So guys, that's all for today. These are the questions people asking actually at a time of interview. If you are a product owner, if you are a senior developer, or if you are an automation QA engineer, okay, they will give you one problem. How will you design, let's see, WhatsApp? How will you design a messaging server? How will you design a messaging, app or something like that? So this is how the concept we have to check. First, we have to ask what are the different features you want, and then discuss about the features, then convert into feature to architecture level and architecture to technology level. What kind of technologies you will be using for that, like programming language, what kind of servers and all such stuff. Okay, load balancing, and what exactly that the kind of the architecture you will be using, that the messaging queue we will be maintaining over there, then acknowledgement will be sent, and then server connection we will create, and we will delete those messaging queue the moment it are delivered or something like that. We are not going to store those such things and all. We can give some example with respect to the caching of the servers, and a database to store the messaging history or such stuff like that. We can talk about it, right? So it's a very wide topic, although, but they just want to know your mindset, how exactly you know about the system design. So there is a separate round system design interview question where your hiring manager or maybe senior developer or principal engineer will be there who will be asking such questions, right? Some questions will be, let's see, parking lot is there, how exactly Uber is working, how exactly Ola is working, how will you design a system where you have to, just like Zomato, okay, we have to book a table over there, and then we have to check all the availability and all such stuff. How will you design it? What are different tools, technologies, architecture you will be using for that, right? So I tried my best to explain you guys. This is the WhatsApp chat, or maybe Facebook Messenger chat, or maybe WeChat. You can explain like that. Ask n number of questions first, clear all your doubts, and then write down all the features, 1 2 5 10 features, and then convert step by step into architecture view, like that. Don't directly jump into the architecture, right? Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for watching this particular video. And I really tried my best to explain as much as possible. If you really like this video, please subscribe to the channel. My channel name is Naveen Automation Labs, and there are a number of video series I'll be providing, okay, on system designs. Maybe next 5 to 6 system design I'll be providing, so that you can crack the interviews. A lot of interesting videos are there with respect to automation, Java, machine learning, Python. Different things are available over here, so you can have a look, subscribe to the channel, share with others, share with your friends and your colleagues. And if you really like this video, click on the like button, like icon, and then write down your comments and queries if you have any. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching, guys.